These videos is getting out of hand. And people always talking about, oh, 4C hair. Like, all these 4C hair is dry. All these, I haven't combed my hair in 2 years and it looks bad. All these, the kinky hair is just unkept. Keep it to yourself. You know what? I'm going to talk my shit for a minute. I'm going to talk my shit. One thing you cannot say about me, you can make fun of my hair. You can say, oh, her hair is dirty. Oh, her hair is so weird. You know what you cannot say? You can't say my hair is not thick.
Sometimes it don't make no sense. Does it really have to? There is nothing
Hi, welcome to Mayowa's world. Hi y'all, so my name is Mayowa. If you are new to my channel, here I like to talk about things pertaining to colorism, freeform locks, feminism. Today's topic is going to dissect something that I noticed within the black hair community, the natural hair community. So this video, I want to be as quick as possible, so I'm just going to jump into the topic. I have already actually filmed a video, and when I went back to listen to it, the audio was not working. I feel like this happens to me every 6 months where I just lose footage. I feel like that's just something that goes with being a content creator, but I'm livid. But anyway, I feel like it was a sign because I learned something in this process. I want to talk about the ways I feel perpetually annoyed and shamed by a lot of hair gurus, a lot of locticians, a lot of natural hairistas on this internet, okay? And not just on the internet, also just in real life. So I'm going to give some examples that have happened to me recently, and we're going to talk about it. I was walking in Atlanta, and I was hanging out with a friend. And when we walked past a barber shop, we were walking, and these guys, like it's all black men, they screamed at me. They were like, when are you going to get your hair done? You look like you need a retwist. And me, in my naivety, I thought they were being just genuinely curious. So I was like, oh no, I don't retwist my hair. Like my hair grows like this. And he's like, oh, well, you really need to come and get your hair done. And then I feel like when I was walking, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes when people is disrespectful as fuck to me, I'd be like late. I'll be in my car and I'll be like, damn it, they were being rude. Like sometimes it just hits late, especially too if you're like walking and you're already like, there's so many things going on already just walking on the street. My friend was like, they were being really disrespectful. Like he knew that your hair just goes like that, but she was trying to say to you, like, you need to go and get your hair done. I feel like that experience, even though I'm used to people saying disrespectful things to me for having freeform, I feel like not only does this happen in real life, but I feel like the same rhetoric happens on the internet nonstop 24/7. Okay, so I didn't want to talk about this for a while, but there was something that bothered me on the internet a couple months ago. So there's this person, he's a loctician or a natural hair guy or whatever. He had reviewed one of my videos talking about my hair. And in the video, I had said that I don't wash my hair with shampoo and I don't use conditioner. And this person went on and they like paused the video of me and like I was reading the comments and people were like, oh, that's disgusting. This girl's hair is nasty, da 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 da. And so it really hurt my feelings to see that, especially because I feel like I didn't say I don't wash my hair. I don't wash my hair with traditional shampoo or conditioner. Something that I've learned for myself is like, if I need to wash my hair, I'll use black soap every once in a while. If I need to wash my hair, I'll use apple cider vinegar rinse. But I don't use traditional shampoo or conditioner because that's what's working for my scalp. Okay? So this person was dragging me and a lot of people were saying my hair was dirty. Like, oh, this girl, I can already tell her hair is dirty, da 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 da. That made me feel really insecure. That was about a year ago. It was a long time ago. I told my partner was like, don't even mind them. Like, just keep doing you. Don't even let it affect you. But I let it affect me because I'm human, like everybody else. If you put yourself out there and you have people saying things like you're dirty, and already with freeform locks, there's already that kind of misconception or that kind of vibe that people already think that about your hair. It really got to me. So recently I said to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and use traditional shampoo and traditional conditioner because I started to gaslight myself. I started to think, oh, maybe I'm just kind of making it up. Like maybe I'm not doing my hair right. Tell me why. So I had gone to wash and I filmed it because I was like, okay, if this works for me, maybe I can even show people like what routine is working for my hair. I filmed it. I washed my hair with shampoo, conditioner. Worst mistake I've made for my hair this year. Worst mistake I've made. When I tell you the conditioner, the conditioner shampoo was just sitting on my locks. Not to mention that it had really weighed down my locks so much because it was so thick. And that was when I realized that I had let these people play me on the internet. Like, I had really let them get to my head because I started to feel like the way I was taking care of my hair wasn't good. And then I started to like kind of look into different ways that people take care of their hair without using conventional shampoo and conditioner. I was seeing that online, if you look at natural ways of making your own shampoo, people will say you should use apple cider vinegar rinse. People will say you can use black soap. People say you can use all these things. But I started to feel like, oh, because I'm not using a brand, I'm not really taking care of my hair. And that's because of anti-blackness, that people are making me feel like I'm not doing my hair like them, so something's not right. But also, freeform locks are just a completely different game. And I really wish people had respect for that, and I wish people had space for that. Like a lot of locticians who have manicured locks don't have freeform locks. They don't have my scalp, so they can't tell me what's working for my hair. I feel like if you have a channel, people are calling my hair dirty, you saying, oh, that's not good, da-da-da-da-da, you're like perpetuating this idea that people who have freeform locks, people whose hair is kinky and let it grow as it is, their hair is dirty. So ever since using this shampoo, my scalp has been itching me more than ever. Like, my scalp feels really, really like inflamed. And I was talking to my friends about what they use on their hair. And I've had many friends tell me that they don't use shampoo, they only use conditioner. And personally for me, what I use is I wash my hair multiple times in a week. I just don't use shampoo. If something I don't use products. So since I don't use products, I never really understood why I would need to use shampoo. And now after using the shampoo, I'm like, oh my God, this is now like inflaming my scalp. And I was realizing that a lot of my friends, like I said, who have kinky hair, they don't use shampoo. And I saw also that shea butter is a form of conditioner. Like, it's also a form of conditioner. So the things I've been doing to take care of my hair was correct because I'm the one who has to sleep with my scalp. I feel like there is a division between people who have manicured locks and people who have freeform locks, semi-freeform locks. Because there are a lot of comments and like videos and things said that is really fucking passive aggressive. I feel like it's actually very disrespectful. And I feel like I'm gonna talk on it, okay? So first, these videos that people like to do where they're like, oh, this person hasn't combed their hair in 2 years. I took care of them. And then the comments are being like, oh my God, this person looked so disgusting without combing their hair for 2 years. Look at how you manicured the locks and like you made it look so neat. Like, do y'all realize that freeform locks is not combing your hair for years? Also, with like each video that's shown, it's clearly always implied that the fact that someone hasn't done their hair in like 3 weeks or 4 months or 4 years, like, it's a shock value. And another thing I wanted to bring up is a lot of people seem to associate not combing your hair or freeforming your hair with depression, homelessness, being lost, being sad. These type of things perpetuate harm, hatred, disgust for people who actually have freeform hair. I think that I understand why people do that. I understand why people think that not combing your hair can mean depression, because to some people it does. But the thing that I advocate for is that everything needs to come up to the individual and their own choice. If someone chooses not to do their hair, that can also be a liberatory and exciting and a fresh start for someone. We need to stop these binary thinkings that someone not doing their hair or freeforming means that we don't have something, there is a loss, there is a sadness there. Because a lot of these comments were implying that the people who didn't retwist their hair were going through depression. You don't know what they were going through. You don't see people with freeform locks talking bad about people with manicured locks. Like, I don't ever see someone with freeform locks being like, oh my God, why is your scalp showing? I can see your scalp. Oh my, it doesn't happen because I feel like when you have freeform locks, you literally have to accept that everyone's hair is different. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's growth is different. There's no uniformed look. There's no uniformed lock. There's no uniform look. There's no uniform way of taking care of our hair. But I always notice that when people have kinkier hair, they're quick to call it dirty. And I hate when people do these before and afters. Like, oh man, this person hasn't combed their hair in years. Or, oh look, this person hasn't had a retwist in 4 months. Or, oh look, this person has a retwist in 2 years. It's giving anti-black, them comments. It's given like, and all this before and after stuff, it reminds me of when people used to be like, oh, look, 4C hair and then it's straightened. It's kind of giving that a bit. And like the comments that come with that, like and I know, I don't know. And then another person, I saw there was a person online and he was a loctician and he had made some video and he said, if people who don't wash, like if you have starter locks and you don't wash your hair every 3 to 6 weeks, like it's dirty. People should focus less on using the word dirty and focus more on using the word healthy. How do you have a healthier scalp? Because I try to use the shampoo, the conditioner, the products. My scalp is burning. My scalp's not doing good. So that to me is unhealthy. And no one knows my hair more than me. Not to mention that when I was in Nigeria, I met a lady and she was like in her 60s and she has Freeform locks down to her calves. Like she rolls her hair up. She told me she doesn't use anything on her scalp. If she has to, she would just use black soap and she doesn't use anything. There's no conditioner. And I've learned that with having Freeform locks, what's more important, or like the most important part of having Freeform locks, if they're longer, is how you dry your hair. Like how you dry your hair with Freeform locks is so crucial. But because of how we think of cleanliness with like shampoo and conditioner, and it has to be product based, it has to be brand based, anything that goes outside of that, we're just deeming it dirty. And like for me, I'm kind of jumping, but I was talking with my mom about this. Like, I like to ask her questions of like, what was my great grandmother doing for her hair? What was my great grandmother doing for her skin? What were we doing in these things? And when I'm seeing that my great great grandparents or great great whatever didn't have the brands that we have now, but it doesn't mean that their hair wasn't doing well or their scalp wasn't healthy. I've said this many times before. I'm really interested in kind of unlocking ancestral wisdom that we have in our hair. So when y'all make it complicated and you want to throw around the word dirty and you want to throw around the word unkept, it's really giving I hate people who don't want to conform. And I only ask that people who have manicured locks or looser curls realize that when you make these comments of saying like, oh, I haven't had a retwist in 4 months, like, bro, I haven't had a retwist in 5 years. I've never touched my hair. So it's very disrespectful when you're implying that you not having a retwist means you're not put together. I heard someone say that their credit score had gone up since having a retwist. Like, so what you trying to say? I have bad credit? Like, damn, I didn't know my hair now means I don't got good credit. Like, relax. You don't do that for your hair, and that's cool for you. Please, I beg. I understand you went to school. I understand you do a million people's hair. But one thing I know for a fact, if you're a loctician, you're not doing people who have Freeform hair's locks because they're not getting their hair done. They're not getting their hair retwisted. So please, just relax. Just step back. Know your place. Like, and for the person that wanted to go and say, oh, my hair is dirty because I don't use shampoo and conditioner the same way that you're using shampoo and conditioner, like, my nigga, if you don't kiss this juicy booty, like, it just makes me so mad. I feel like I just woke up today and I was like, nah, we need to address this because these videos is getting out of hand. And people always talking about, oh, 4C hair. Like, all these 4C hair is dry. All these, I haven't combed my hair in 2 years and it looks bad. All these, the kinky hair is just unkept. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Like, really analyze that because, and you know what? I'm going to talk my shit for a minute. I'm going to talk my shit. One thing you cannot say about me, you can make fun of my hair. You can say, oh, her hair is dirty. Oh, her hair is so weird. You know what you cannot say? You can't say my hair is not thick. Okay, and when people go and sell you products, when people go and try and give you all these God-written remedies of what you should do, is it not that we're trying to have y'all to have thick hair? And a lot of these people who want to come from my hair, respectfully, don't have any. The man at the barbershop that wanted to make fun of my hair had a bald head. The man who was trying to roast one of my videos has bald head. So if you don't have the hair, respectfully, I don't want to hear from you. Even if you do have the hair, I don't want to hear from you. But I'm noticing, I feel like it's a lot of misogynoir. I feel like it's a lot of black people trying to be in black women's business. Like, you know that expression, stay out of a black woman's hair? Like, that was dead ass. Like, stay out of a black woman's hair. Like, do not give thoughts. Do not give thoughts. We don't want it. I don't want it. So if you want to come and attack me and say, you don't have my hair, You literally don't have my hair. You don't know what's working for me. You don't know what I have to be careful of. You don't know what I'm prone to. Like I'm prone, like because I have freeform locks, because you have freeform locks, we're often prone to having like our scalp can be very, very sensitive, because it's not being tampered with. So when we're now adding stuff in it, it's just adding, it can add more issue. But if shampoo and conditioners is working for you, boo, keep going. But I feel like people really need to learn to just step back and ask, like, who is this really harming? Like when I say these comments and I'm making fun of people who haven't combed their hair in years, who is that harming? Check yourself, baby. You're out of line. I am curious as well, like if you are someone in the freeform community, like, or if you just have natural hair, how do y'all take care? Are y'all using shampoo and conditioner? Are you just using conditioners? Are you making your own conditioners? Are you making your own shampoos? Like for myself, I just really like to make, like anything I use in my hair, like my kind of rule of thumb is anything I use in my hair, I like to make it myself and always have access to being able to make it. Because as someone who's I lived in Germany, I lived in London, I lived in Lagos, Nigeria. Like I can't have access to the same things everywhere. So for me, it's always been very important to be able to make the things that I can put in my hair. And two, everything I put in my hair, I want to also be able to eat it. That's my, like, it should be not, like, for me, it's like coconut oil. I can eat it. Water, I can eat it. I moisturize my hair often. I wash my hair often. I just am not, and I'm rubbing anyway, I don't need to explain myself. Look at me, I'm already gaslighting myself. So I want to know, what do y'all do for your hair? Like, what's working? And do y'all feel like you are also getting shamed, or like certain beliefs that you have gets shamed and really condemned on this internet and in real life? Like, let me know. So that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.